Luxury tourers. These are the cream of the crop of motorcycling world. These bikes are endowed with each and every accessory you can think of. With that much equipment, these bikes weigh a ton and they handle like a ship.
The black boats soon we'll be making another rinse. The sock boat promises a vertigo for everyone.
As we can understand from their name, these are luxury tourers, and first things comes to mind is the luxury and comfort you can have with these bikes. Now, the seats are immense. Look at that. Look at this thing. And you can change the seat height only by adjusting the rod underneath it. So you don't have to buy another seat for that. Plus, you have the heated seats plus the hand grips, well, which is a quite bonus. And on top of that, we also have this windscreen, which is movable like this, easily and really nice. But this adjustable windscreen has a negative part also. When it's on maximum height, like this, after we pass the speed of 160, 170 kilometers per hour, the wind turbulence starts to push the rider towards it. So it creates a vacuum here. The only downside is with this vacuum of this front windshield. Now look, when it's high up, most raised position, when I open the throttle, it starts to suck me inside to the front. So if you're going to make top speed or try top speed, then we do not advise you to raise this windscreen to the maximum height. Anyway, now, apart from that, from the luxury point of view, we have the shaft drive instead of chain drive, as with most of the luxury tourers. So the rider will not have to deal with the cleaning or the maintenance of the chain. Anyway, we also have plenty of electronics. We have the cruise control, we have the FM AM radio, we have this extra luggage compartment which can be locked by just taking the key out, and when we insert it and turn it, this opens. So we can store anything valuable inside here. Plus it has this 12-volt plug and some USB plug, everything. The luggage are moving according to the bike's movement. I could not understand why, but Triumph opted for this system, and they are using the system also in other models of Triumph, like Tiger, like the Explorer and all the stuff. So they have these moving luggages. Talking about the stabilization, it has a traction control and ABS. And the traction control does interfere from time to time, depending on the surface, but it does not, how to say, cut your dynamic or the pleasure of riding. With the standard panniers, we have about 60 to 70 liters approximately volume. So we can fit a lot inside. Because this bike has about 134 bhp at the back wheel claimed, and also about 120 Newton meters of torque, now it goes quite well. Not like a ship, but rather like a luxury yacht. And plus, even with this much weight, it handles. And this 300 kilograms of weight, this bike has decent brakes. If somebody told me that, I would find it hard to believe. And I tried it again and again. It has these non-radial mounted 4-pot calipers of Triumph. I think they were made by Japanese company. I'm not sure about it, but it's not Brembo for sure. Because this bike is aimed for touring, it has about 25 liters of tank. It does consume about 7.5 liters on each and every 100 kilometers when we even pushed it hard. So it might be considered a bit, how to say, economic side. Sometimes we even manage to lower this figure about 5.5 liters. So it does consume less if you do not push it up. It is a touring alternative, and it's a nice alternative. What we love, the performance, the handling, the electronics, the music system, which is adjusting itself according to the noise level, the cruise control, the ABS, and the traction control, how does it affect the riding? And it doesn't affect the riding actually. So we love all of these. What we didn't like, I for one didn't like the comfort. Now, you are going to ask me, this is a luxury tourer and the main bonus is the comfort. It should be comfort. Well, it is, but because it has a huge performance, because it goes like stink, Triumph opted for a rather, how to say, stiff setup of suspension. Whenever we're trying to adjust it, and I was riding this bike all the time in the comfort mode, the suspension seemed to me a bit stiff. Plus this wind vacuum that creates this windscreen when we rise it. If you're looking for a bike with all the luxury equipment, some comfort to an extent, with standard panniers, with all the electronics and comfort and performance to cope with it, then bon voyage. We're presenting you Ducati Scrambler, or as they say it, Scrambler Ducati.